I've got a Trek Soho Deluxe 2012 right here. I've got it turned upside down. I'm going to show you how to take the rear wheel off. I couldn't find any help online on how to do this. It's got two complicating factors on changing a rear tire. One is that it's got a drum brake, which is a little bit difficult to deal with, and it's also got the Shimano internal hub. So I'm going to quickly show you how to try to remove this rear wheel. The first thing you're going to need to do is use a pair of pliers, I already loosened these, to take your nuts off both sides of the wheel. Sorry for the choppy work here on the camera footage. The second thing you're going to want to do is actually, before you turn your bike upside down, is to shift it into gear number 4. Right here, you're going to see that you have your shifter cable comes in. You're going to grab your multi-tool, the smallest, or one of the smallest ones. There's actually a little notch here on this shifter cable that you can jam your tool into and use it to loosen the slack. And then you're just going to pop that cable out after you loosen the slack. And that cable is going to then release here. So that cable's then going to release, and now your cable is free. But one of the things you'll notice is that it still seems like it's attached to the bike. Well, that little cam right there, that actually just pulls right out. So now you actually have this whole side of the wheel is completely free, and you could remove that side of the wheel. Now the challenging part is on the other side over here with the drum brake. The drum brake also has a cable attached to it that you can remove by essentially loosening the slack here and then popping that cable out. So I'm going to try to do that. Probably a better tool to do that than just my pair of pliers, but that's it. Now the challenging thing here for me was, because I ride so much, and this is the first time in a year and a half that I've actually had to do anything to this bike, this bracket right here had a lot of dirt in it, so I couldn't move it at all when I was trying to remove my wheel. But what actually happened is, as you pull this wheel up, this whole piece right here will actually just shift up. And then you'll have the clearance on the other side to pull the wheel directly out on the other side. So I'm going to try to film this and do this at the same time. But so what you'll see is that wheel won't look like it wants to come up, but you'll be able to get it out, and then the whole thing rotates up. And once that whole thing has rotated up, now you can just pull the wheel out from the left side. Take your belt drive off over here. So you'll just want to pop that guy off, and then you pull this whole thing up, and because you have clearance on that side, you can just pull it completely out of the drum, and now your wheel is free. And then to put it back together, you just do everything in reverse. And just remember that when you put your chain or your shifter cables back in, a lot of these cables have straight sides. They're not all round, so you'll actually have to pull your cable back up and then kind of twist it, pop it in, and then it will take all the slack out. Hopefully that's helpful.